then and yeah, and then a nice beard flowing through as well, and then nice brown skin. So, anyways, he's there and he's fighting against this guy who you know is called Mayhem. Or no, sorry, Anarchy. Yeah, Mayhem. Sorry, keep getting mixed up. So
keep your villains straight.
I
Jeez.
know. So a guy named Mayhem, who's also he's a paragon. So we think of like an evil Superman. He can fly. He has super strength. He's very quick.
Okay.
And all that stuff. Yet El Guapo and him seem to be engaged in this huge, just like mercy bout. And then you see the other villains come up and they're like, like getting bars and trying to beat the crap out of El Guapo.
But they're just locked in.
Yeah, and then El Guapo was like, yeah, and then just like kicking and everything, and he will not give up. And yeah, so once it clears a little bit, so what happens is the bodies like fly, and then you have a clear line of sight to El Guapo, and El Guapo notices, and he's like, mi amor. And then and you're like, "Arr?" And your werewolf heart like skips a beat involuntarily. And then yeah, so all right, so El Guapo will actually because he sees you, he gets a bonus because he wants to impress you. So it's like it's a squeeze. And then
oh my god.
so he ends up using his strength, and you see Mayhem kind of like buckle a little bit, and then he's like, your strength, it's so, wonderful. And then, alright, so now it goes to you.
So there's guys around him still?
Yes, there's a lot of guys around him. They're trying to take him out. And also the guys who flew are also around you guys as well. So now they now see.
Mayhem, Anarchy, and El Guapo, oh my!
Yeah. Oh my.
Anyways, okay, so I'll go try and attack the guys that are around him.
Okay.
Do I have to leap forward and then do something, or are we close enough to the...
I'm sorry, say it again. What were we going to do? You were going to jump into the both of them?
Yeah. Well, no, not in between them. I'm going after the guys around El Guapo.
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. You can leap 30 feet, which will get you into pretty much the middle of everyone.
Right.
But however, you will be leaving Crisis and Medic to fend for themselves. They're like, oh, Alpha?
Well, like, there's a big commotion, but they're kind of still back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. El Guapo's not a villain, though. He's not.
Right.
To my knowledge.
So do you still leap and then go and try to, like, take them all out?
I don't know. It'd be nice if I stayed back and Medic healed me again, but I don't know if he's too distracted by Crisis's boobies.
Oh, gosh. Well, what do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do?
You know what? I'm gonna hang back, have Medic heal me for another wound.
Alright, so now Medic is like, I got you, Guapo! And he, like, jumps.
Oh my god.
So, hold on.
I swear to
roll
God.
this. Yeah, he actually gets a 15. So, he jumps majestically through the air and spins through. And he's like, I got you! And he begins to shoot at Mayhem.
Can I bark angrily at him?
His bullets only do a 6 plus 4, so that's 10. 10 versus the Mayhem's parry, which does pierce it. However, the bullet is not enough to actually inflict any damage onto Mayhem because he's like.
That's so perfect.
Oh jeez. So he shoots.
No.
He's able to break the parry, or sorry, break the dodge. It does hit Mayhem, but it does no damage whatsoever. It just pierces through his what's called. No, actually, he's not actually wearing a shirt. Because they wanted a manly contest, so it's,
God. They flexed and their shirts ripped off.
Yeah, exactly. And then he goes, "You better stop it, kid." And then El Guapo was like, "Medic, it's good to see you, mi amigo." And then mi compadre. All right, so Crisis will go, like, "Medic, wait for me," and she like skips, along.
I hope she trips.
And she shoots. And she actually does hit quite a bit of...
Hello, other people, by the way.
Hey, how's it going? If you're just joining us...
Sorry, by the way, Heron Calaris.
I know you've probably
Right.
heard this a billion times. If you're just joining us, we're playing a superhero game called Mutants and Masterminds. She is a werewolf called Alpha, and she's a superhero fighting against villains in this super prison who are rioting, and she has to stop the riot by subduing or killing them. And there's a lot of killing going on, unfortunately. So.
By accident. My werewolf hands are too strong.
Right. So, Crisis takes out her gun. She shoots, and she actually does make it. She kills a guy. And then, and yeah. So now it goes back to you.
Thanks, medic. Thanks so much. You're being so helpful.
At this moment, you reach down towards your neck and you have a little locket, and then you open it up and it's you and Medic when he was young and
I just break it apart.
Aw. And you're like, all we are is dust in the wind. Okay.
Anyways, alright. I'll jump forward now since medic's being douche right now.
Okay, so you jump forward?
Yes.
Alright, so you leap, and are you attacking the, thugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
$23.
With the 23, you go and you land. You land on two guys who are currently on the ground that are trying to get up, Do you want to strike any of them, or do you just want to just land on them?
I'll just land on them, because that does quite a bit of damage anyways.
Okay. Yeah, so...
I'm big.
Yeah. So you'll land pretty hard, so you'll actually kill one guy and injure another.
Okay, this is looking at the time.
Sure, you're fine. Right, so what do you want to do?
That was my action, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
right?
it was. So
Okay.
now it's going to go to El Guapo. He is going to go and then try even harder to break Mayhem's defenses. Mayhem, however, will now cheat and start using his laser beam eyes.
What a dick.
Yeah. Into El Guapo's. However, El Guapo's, beautiful eyes will hold off against the attack. And then, yeah. So now it's going to go over to Medic. Medic's going to shoot and miss. Crisis is going to shoot and miss. Goes over to you.
Done. Okay, how many thugs are left around him?
There's quite a bit. There's about, I would say, 60 or so.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Paragon's not fighting fair anymore. So... what do I want to do? I guess we'll go after the Paragon. So, Mayhem, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go after Mayhem.
Alright, so you jump towards Mayhem.
Yeah. And then, well, I don't know if my nails would hit, actually do anything. Actually, they're locked into this, could I get around him without him noticing me?
Not really.
No. I don't know. I don't know if he would do anything to pay attention to me anyway, so. I'm gonna try and go behind him and strike him from behind.
Okay. So you leap. It's not too far from you, so you don't have to roll for it. You just simply leap. And then, alright.
30.
30? Alright. So with an unarmed attack, you strike behind his head, and you hit him, breaking his parry. Plus, you already have he already has penalties because you're now flanking, and since it's because it's such a huge degree of success, it is going to knock him down quite a few pegs, and he's gonna his knees are going to buckle and fall. He's going to fall to his knees, making it easier for El Guapo to just completely just overpower him and finally. Yeah, and he's like, "You cheated! You're cheaters!" And then, yeah. So after you, it's going to go to Medic. Medic's going to shoot and kill a guy. Crisis is going to miss. All right. So now you hear SWAT coming in, and they're like, "Get on the ground! All of you, get on the ground!" And those that don't comply, they immediately open fire. So a lot of people are like, "Oh crap! It's a fuzz!" And they get on these, and then
as soon as they say, "Oh crap, it's the fuzz," I start looking at my fur.
Oh jeez. So it's gonna go to El Guapo. He's now going to he's definitely gonna overpower him now. So he has him on the ground, and then he's like, he has him on the ground, so he pushed him down. He does an athletics check. Yes. And, yes, I'm so excited. He does an athletics check. He jumps all the way up into the air, and then he's like, elbow drop of justice. So he lands with his elbow, and I already rolled for this beforehand, so he did get his attack. And with the penalty and everything, Mayhem's like, no! And then his elbow not only breaks Mayhem, but also breaks the ground beneath Mayhem, like cracks the concrete. And you see, when the dust settles, you see that Mayhem is just like his arms are broken from trying to deflect the attack, and his chest is also kind of caved in. So he's coughing up blood. But you know Mayhem is pretty dangerous because he's not only strong, he's fast, and he has laser beams and everything, but he can also heal and regenerate. So you know he's going to be perfectly fine, but for right now he's pretty broken. And after that, El Guapo gets up, and then he dusts off himself, and he's like, Señorita. And he goes over to you. And he goes, you are looking quite well. What do you want to say?
There's more business to be done.
Alright, so the SWAT team goes over, he's like, holy crap, it's El Guapo, let's get his autograph. And he's like, yes, of course. So he signs, and then they tell him, like, we got this under control, you guys can go to cell block B. I heard there's something going on there that's pretty
insane.
Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. The other supers are having a bit of trouble, so you might want to go over there. And yeah. Alright. Alright. Do you guys agree to go over to cell block B? Alright. So you guys head over. The hallway's completely clear. You see everyone detained.
Question.
Sure.
Can I growl at Medic for a moment and tell him to heal my wound on the way over?
Sure. He's like, yeah, no problem. But then you notice he has a massive boulder in his pants.
Oh god, get out of here. So he heals my wound on the way?
Yeah. So he makes sure you're okay. And he's like, excuse me, Grandpa, do you need to get healed? And he's like, no, mijo, I'm fine. And then, but he does heal Crisis. Or, yeah, he does heal Crisis. So she's fine.
He heals her boobies.
She's like, Medic, I have an injury that can only be healed by sexual healing.
So she sounds like Tina, too.
Yeah. Alright, so, alright, after this, you head out of Cell Block C, successfully conquering it, taking down Mayhem. You now get into Cell Block B, where you see another commotion happening. You see Yellow Jacket, who is the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man kind of hero, but it's more of like a Wasp Man, yeah. And then he's fighting and flying around everywhere with an
Uzi.
What's it called? What'd you say?
I said with an Uzi.
Oh, jeez. He's flying around, fighting, as well as there's another super that was here that was very like strong, and then you have Golden Sun, who is armored and
still kind of.
Yeah.
Is she still beaten up?
Yeah, she's sure her armors are pretty broken.
Yeah, except for her shield. That's the only thing that's kind of intact, right?
Yeah, and then you see Anarchy there, and Anarchy, you know to be a villain.
Bye. Hope to see you next week.
See you later. Thanks for liking. And then, by the way, if you guys like the channel, we're gonna be doing this like every Monday or Tuesday. So
we're gonna try and do it weekly.
Yeah, feel free to follow. And yeah. So, all right. So you enter Cell Block B. Entering Cell Block B, you see the heroes are fighting, but they're having a hard time fighting against Anarchy. Now you know Anarchy to be a speedster. So think of the Flash, but an evil Flash. So he's zooming around very quickly and beating the crap out of Golden Sun, and her armor is being shattered. She can't hold on too much longer. You see the other strongman that you guys had with you that was a powerhouse, but he was a construct, meaning that he was like the Thing. And he's broken and knocked out on the ground. And the only one that's really okay, is Yellow Jacket, who's currently flying around and he can't really be touched by Anarchy. Yeah.
Okay.